the closest people can find to throw stones at God is when they find a man that God is working with.
Amen. Amen.
So, zvekuti ukashanda naMwari uchavengwa nevanhu, unofanirwa kutozvijaira.
Yes.
Nekuti vanhu havadi Mwari.
Yes.
John 3:19 says, they saw the light and hated the light.
Yes.
Because their deeds were evil.
Yes.
So they never loved the light. If you were a virgin, why would you be offended by Ziklag Sound Adverse 12? Huh? Would you be offended?
No, it shouldn't be. No.
Read it. It's John 3:19 to 21.
And this is the command, the condemnation, that light is come into the world.
Yes.
And men loved darkness rather than light, because their deeds were evil.
Yes.
For everyone that doeth evil hateth the light,
Everyone who does evil loves the light.
neither
Hates the
cometh
light.
to the light.
Huh?
Hates the
Brethren,
light.
charity, everyone who doeth evil loves the light.
No, they hate the light.
Everyone that doeth evil hates the light.
Yes.
Does he come to the light?
Neither cometh to the light,
Why?
lest his deeds should be.
Let's end there. So everyone who is doing evil will never come to the light. He doesn't want their deeds to be reproved. That is rebuked.
Yes.
So in the kingdom, things will be happening. But those things will never stop the kingdom from going forward. Now, this is the sound bite I wanted to share with you. What shall we call it, Pastor Shuma?
The power of the king, maybe.
Brethren, charity?
David's conquer.
Conquest.
David conquers.
Yes.
All right? Or, yes, David conquers.
Or David's conquest.
Or David's conquest, yes. Yes, Pastor Chuma. David's conquest. So last week or this week, brethren, on the 10th day, was it 10 or 11 on Friday? I was supposed to do a debate with one Evangelist Marufu from the SDA church. What happened is that Evangelist Marufu kept on talking about me. He says, I want to debate with Chiwenga. Chiwenga is refusing. And I gave a response earlier on. I said, Marufu is too junior to discuss doctrine with me. I wasn't looking down upon him. I listened to him when he was talking, telling people that is coming from the Mapos stories and so forth. And I listened to what he says, his reasoning, his understanding of doctrinal constructions, his theological background, and so forth. And I said, he's a puppy. I am a bulldog. He can't debate with me. Evangelist Marufu says, no, Chiwenga is afraid. He's refusing to debate with me because he's afraid. He goes on to different podcast platforms discussing me, continuing to say that I'm afraid of engaging. So before we did the Revelation Gathering,
Okay.
I said to one of our bishops, talk to Evangelist Marufu and say, let's do a debate. So Evangelist Marufu says, okay, let's do it. So we agreed that we were going to do our debate on Friday, the 12th of September, or last Friday, this previous Friday. That's when we were supposed to do the debate. On Wednesday, I think it was on the 10th, Bishop says to me, he's no longer answering his phones. They are not picking up their phone. He says he was talking to Marufu and one or two of his guys. He sends messages to them. He calls them. Not even one of them had the courtesy to say, let's cancel, for example.
Yeah.
Because we wanted to do it the previous week. The week ending 5 September.
Okay.
That is when I'd proposed that we do it. And Evangelist Marufu says he's not going to be around. He says, let's do it next week. I said, okay, it's fine. So we postponed my debate to the 12th of September. So I said, okay, we will do it.
Yeah.
Let's grant him his wishes. I know why they want to invite me to debate. They want to score against me.
Yes, yes.
But you can't sell Adventism. You can't debate Adventism with me.
No.
It's a mistake. I will unmask Adventism until you are embarrassed. Because Adventism is one of the most shallow and yet nicely masked religion.
Yes.
It is a false religion with a beautiful mask. But there's no depth in Adventism. It's very shallow.
It is shallow.
I have taught many times. I engaged many Adventists on public platforms when I was doing street preaching.
Okay.
I did Gomba outreach programs. Adventists came to Gomba. None of them, not even one, had a sound argument with me. Even in Chitungwiza, they would come, the Adventists, the SDAs. Until some were, I remember when we did another debate during the Gomba, we were using Facebook to live stream.
Okay.
One of the comments came from a lady who was in Australia, and he said, these guys don't know how to debate. They are embarrassing us. I wish I was in Zimbabwe. I was going to embarrass this Chiwenga guy. And I replied and I said, when are you coming?
Yeah.
Because we live in Zimbabwe. Remember those days we said, we live in Zimbabwe.
Yeah.
You don't have to yell and scream and insult your fellow SDAs. They did their best. Let's have a plan. When are you coming to Zimbabwe?
Yes.
We can still schedule a debate with you.
Yes.
She never responded. So I'm saying this, believers, because I don't like it. As gentlemen, we need to have some decency of, or at least, for example, to say, let me reach out and say, let's cancel the debate because of 1, 2, 3. They demanded a debate from me. I said no for more than a year, and they kept on discussing me. And I said, well, I don't lose anything by debating Marufu. But Marufu doesn't even understand his own doctrine.
Yeah.
But I think he wants to gain followers using my name. Let me give him what he wants.
Right.
And he will understand why I said no in the beginning. Now we schedule an appointment, a debate. We had made very good program, very good arrangement.
Yes.
We even discussed how the debate was going to happen, how long it was going to be. But one thing kept on telling me that this thing might not happen.
It's going nowhere.
But eventually, on the 11th hour, Marufu disappears.
He chickened out, am I?
Yeah, but as a man, you should at least communicate.
Yes.
We can't do this debate anymore because of 1, 2, and 3. So I'm no longer excited about this. I feel like these guys, they love to talk about me to get relevant, but they are not sincere even in what they are doing.
No.
Takatanga nauye dare, vachibva vatanga dare remachinda.
Yes.
But the dare idea was our idea. You can check when their dare started and when our dare started.
Yes.
But we don't have a problem with that. There's nothing wrong in learning and copying that which is good. What is rather unfortunate is that while they are copying what we are doing this side, they always talk about me in their podcast. And that is what people who are ungrateful do.
Yes.
They learn in silence and pretend that it's their organic idea. And when they come public, they want to attack the very person they are learning or copying, so that people may not see that they are copying from him. They don't want to give credit to somebody. So the best way to not give credit is when you are able to fight vehemently, to criticize and to label that person with all those kind of heavyweight. So if you are in SDA, talk to your Evangelist Marufu and say, this is not fine. Don't challenge anybody to a boxing fight and then you refuse to show up. All right?